Okay, look. So this video gonna be about what do I mean about canceling contracts with the state, right? Okay, this is what I mean. So everybody, men and women, right? When you understand, when you first apply for your driver's license, right? I ain't gonna say driver's license, let's just say state ID. When you first apply for your state ID, the Secretary of State have a record on you, right? And this record, in this file, is pretty much have all of your information, all your personal information, social, birth certificate number, your full name, your date of birth, your place of birth, and etc. Right? Now, in this database, the Secretary of State holds all the records on child support, tax liens. They keep record of warrants, traffic citations, convictions, criminal arrest, licenses, permits, everything like that, right? So the Secretary of State keeps a file of all these, all of this information on your driver's license, state ID, right? Now, when a person commits a crime, right? Let's just say, again, I'm gonna go back to my video when they're talking about getting a criminal citation. Once you receive a criminal citation, right? Now, if you choose not to go to court, let's just say you would drive without a license, you got stopped, got your ID, and they wrote your ID number down, right? So they say W452, whatever the case might be, right? They wrote it down, they sent in the paperwork, right? They sent it into the courthouse, they put your driver's license or ID number on the form. Now they say, here go your court date, make sure you show up, right? Now, let's just say if you went ahead and say, hey, I don't want to go to court, skip court. I'm watching all these people on YouTube. I don't want to go to court, right? So they end up not going to court. Now, on that same driver's license or state ID, if that person missed court, this is what the judge says. The court will enter into a warrant for the defendant's arrest, right? Now, what they usually do is the citation that they have, they got the, what is it? I want to say it's a 16-digit driver's license or ID number. And what they do is, when they enter warrant in the system, when they submit it for warrant, it goes from the courthouse to the Secretary of State. Now the Secretary of State keeps track of the warrant. They say, okay, this person has a warrant. So it's not on your name like most people think. They think because your name is, let's just say, Bernard Williams or Bernard Wilson, and your date of birth is this date, but that's not true at all. So what they usually do, unless it's capital murder, let me explain, unless it's real crimes like capital murder. So usually when they enter the warrant, they put it under your full your ID number, right? And so that same ID number is linked, right? So now the court into a warrant, so therefore there's a hold on that state ID file. So that state ID cannot be used to cancel. It can't be canceled. It can't be surrendered. It can't be nothing, right? So since a warrant been issued out on this ID, let's just say you come in contact with the officers, right? And you try to do the same thing on right to travel or whatever. When they run your name, they're going to see that the state ID that you have is still an open file that you have with the state. So it's not surrendered. It's actually open. And so when they see it, they see that you have a bench warrant from a traffic violation, right? Now, if they see the bench warrant from the traffic violation, usually they just grab you, take you to the police station, fingerprint you, and take you to court. Now, when I tell people to cancel contracts, I try to give you guys an understanding of what I mean by contracts. The state ID in the driver's license is what links you to anything, right? So that document is not used just for an identification document. That document is used to link you in and also link you into the court system. So I'm not talking, this is not really a jurisdictional thing. This is pretty much the court keeps record of it. So anytime you miss court, they have that file, right? They have that driver's license ID. So you miss court, put the warrant on the ID. He missed this, he put the warrant on the ID. He did this, put the warrant on the ID. He got child support, put the warrant on his ID, right? And so let me fast forward it. I have a lot of students who try to get child support. No, let's take this back. Who try to get a passport, but they end up on child support. Now, they call me and say, bro, I filled out this form correctly. Bro, you told me to put this. you told me to put this information. Bro, you told me to do this. Bro, you told me to put that information. But when I sent them in, the people be like, when I sent them in the passport form, they came back and said, I owe child support. Can you explain that? And I'll say, yeah, I can explain that, right? Let me break this down to you, right?